Let's go to Queensland now and catch up with the One Nation founder and leader Pauline Hanson. Good to talk to you again, Paulina. I wanted to start off by getting your thoughts on the People's Forum last night. Swinging voters, undecided voters picked at random, asking their questions. There are some hardy perennials there. We've got both sides of the immigration debate, some worried about too many people coming here, others worried about migrants being demonised, and also concerns about foreign investors buying up housing in this country.
Correct. Chris, I thought with the debate, I thought Peter Dutton handled himself very well with that debate. And he put his point across and he questioned the Prime Minister and he called him out for his lies or misleading the general public. What it also told me is that the public are fed up. Most of the public that I speak to don't follow politics, right? They're not interested. They distance themselves from it. And so hence last night, to me, the argument was when it came out at 44 to 35, I was shocked. We follow politics all the time. We know what the issues are and we know, the truth behind these matters. The general public don't. So it's who sold their argument. So when 21 people are still undecided, that tells me neither one convinced them. They're not happy with either side to actually, do they believe these leaders of our nation? And that's what it tells me. People are fed up. They are struggling. Cost of living, you saw the hands that went up. They're fed up. They don't know who to believe anymore. Like I said, the general public turn off from politics.
Yeah, look, I thought that's an accurate observation. A lot of people only dip into politics when they need to, and they're probably all the wiser for it in many ways. But I thought there was one telling moment from the Prime Minister when he tried to pretend that our out-of-control immigration, that's what it is. It's way over the targets even this government set. He tried to play it down as a problem. Here's Anthony Albanese.
Truth is, the population today is lower than what was anticipated in 2019 it was going to be. The migration levels fell in the last year by 31% in one level.
Nothing to see here from Anthony Albanese. Move on.
That's a ridiculous statement for him to make. We weren't supposed to reach about 27 million to about 2040, 2050. I just don't know the figures off the top of my head, Chris. We are ahead of what we were predicted to be at this time. So that's rubbish. And it did go up considerably. 1.5 million people came into the country under this government. So people know they're feeling the effects of high immigration into the country. He lied about nothing he said about free TAFE. Let me tell you, viewers, about free TAFE, because I read the documents. They're actually going to put another $1.5 billion into it. Under this government, we've got 80,000 fewer apprenticeships. There's only a 13% pass rate in the TAFE colleges, and on top of that, they're going to open it up for foreign visa holders. So you tell me, is that in the best interest of Australians? No, it's not. He lied about Medicare. Yes, Peter Dutton was right. The rebate is less under this government than what it was in the former government, coalition government. We have $3 billion that has been ripped off from the system, which they're not prepared to actually investigate. People are paying with their credit cards. They can't get it. And most of the people out there can't even get in to see a doctor, let alone get, rebates from it on the Medicare. So again, he's lied. And another thing I'll say, Chris, is he said that he's going to have 87 clinics open for medical. He promised 50 under the last election. Only 2 run 24/7. He said 50 would be running 24/7. This Prime Minister, you cannot trust a word that he says. I'm sick and tired of the lies, the misrepresentation and all the promises out there given to people, the same old bloody rhetoric, and nothing happens.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, also, the other point you touched on there when it comes to medical services, we just need more doctors, and we've got to stop the doctors' unions effectively controlling the numbers. We need to churn out more doctors so that demand is met, prices fall through competition when it comes to gap payments, and also we get more doctors into regional areas where they're desperately needed. So that's something that Peter Dutton has mentioned, but it's a policy we need to follow through on. I just want to get your thoughts also on your star candidate in Tasmania, your own daughter, Lee, running for the Senate in Tasmania. Here she is.
I have some tremendous values and qualities that my mother has passed to me, so I stand by her, and here I am as well.
Look, this is a remarkable thing, really. You could have a mother-daughter team in the Senate. Lee, look, as a younger person, she's probably got more moderate views than you, or does she agree with you on everything?
Come on, Chris, get over that, will you? Okay, I've raised a lot of the issues over the years. Created debate, we found answers to it. So you criticise me for things that I've raised. You know, tell me something that I've been totally wrong on.
No, I'm just asking.
You pick something? Okay, immigration, multiculturalism, COVID, all this, okay?
I'm just asking you whether you and Lee agree on everything.
Right. Look, we got differences. She's the younger generation, you know. We've had our differences with the pay gap, with women in the pay gap. And I said, well, where do they have the differences with pay gap? And I said, my attitude, I've had my own business. And I said, hey, listen, I want to advertise, if I want a female, that I think is the best to run my business and work in my own business. And she said, Mum, you can't do that. And I said, well, why waste my time if I'm going to get someone that a male's not going to hang around because he's looking for a full-time job? So you waste my time training them. You know, there's different things, yes, we disagree with, but she puts a different perspective on it. So I listen to what she has to say from the younger generation. She's worked in HR, she's worked in corporate, she's worked in Tas University, she's worked with these people. She's a very smart girl. I'm very proud of her, and I'm telling all the people in Tassie, if you want true representation in Tassie, you vote for Lee Hanson.
Yeah, well, fantastic. It's great that she wants to follow you into the vocation of politics because she's seen how tough it is. Yet she's still putting up her hand. Thanks for joining us again, Pauline. I appreciate it.